Hello everybody and welcome to Filbert Flies. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I was planning on keeping it under wraps, but it's very nice of you. And lovely to see so many of you here. Hello Ben, hello Jason, hello John, hello Dingo, hello Marcus and Django and Matt and Simpanzi and Leo and everyone else who I have inevitably missed. Welcome to the stream. Hello Riley, hello Elliot. Thank you Dingo, thanks very much. So as you can see, if you are familiar with my review of this airport, we are at Washington National and we're taking the CRJ700 in American Eagle livery down to Louisville in Kentucky. And I've just realized I've accidentally quit the overlay, so you can't see that little bar at the top. I'll just fix that quickly and then we'll head on out to the plane and start setting up. Hello Caffel, hello Darren, and hello Steve. Thank you all for being here. There we are, that's all that done. Okie dokie. Now then, we are parked over here at gate 44. And there she is with the jetway not quite connected, but you know, it makes it more fun for the passengers if they have to make a little bit of a hop to get on the plane, I feel. So we'll get it, Caffel. Caffel, this is for you. All ready to go. All ready to go. Today will be a good stream. I hope so. I hope so. I haven't had any stutters so far, which I was fearing I might. What do I think happened? I don't know, Fizzy. No idea at all. Thank you, Matt. Thank you very much. Okie dokie. Right, let's see if I can remember how to fly this plane. It's been a whole day since I last flew it, which, you know, makes me a little bit anxious. We're starting with the external power connected and the aircraft powered up. First thing I want to do is start the APU because we'll get boarding underway fairly soon. So power and fuel, we'll check for APU in byte, which means it's doing its self-test, and APU SOV open. Press the start stop button and we can watch it spool up down here. Hello Mariano, yes, Wing VC, see. I'm very well prepared for the essentials, which are of course looking out the passenger window. Are the systems exactly the same for the 550 as the 700? Yes, I believe they are, Daniel. It certainly flies exactly the same. It is essentially the same aircraft with a few less seats, I think. So, yes. You're getting your second tomorrow, and it's going to help so much with your streaming. Your second what? How old am I now? Too old, Matt, too old. I'm 37. 37 years young today. Right, APU is online. Going to whiz through the originating checks. So we'll start off with the overhead panel. Check that everything looks good up here. Oh, an early donation from Marcus. Thank you very, very much, sir. That's very kind of you. Thank you. And Mako, thank you very, very much. That's very nice of you. And Darren as well. Oh, it's all coming in. Super chat, Streamlabs donation. That's very sweet of all of you. Thanks a lot. You're very welcome, Mako. I don't know why the text-to-speech isn't working today. That's a bit of a mystery to me. I'll have a look at that later on when we're in the cruise. Second monitor. Right. Yes. Okay. Cool. I only have one. I haven't really got room for another one at the moment, but you know, it will come when I move myself up into the loft. And a delayed notification from Mako. I really appreciate that. Thank you once again. Anyway, what was I doing? I was trying to set up the plane, wasn't I? Yeah. We'll turn the windshield heat to low. We'll arm the emergency light switch. We'll turn on our no smoking and seatbelt signs. We'll check that our nose wheel steering switch is off, and it is. Clocks are looking correct. We're flying this as it was flown in the real world around about this time last year, which was a scheduled departure time of round about now. Too many windows. This is why I need a second monitor. Scheduled departure time of 10:05 local. That's right. So that would be about 14:05 Zulu, is it? That doesn't seem quite right. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Anyway, roughly the right time of day. That's the main thing. Thank you, Elliot, and thank you, Darren. 37 is a young age. Good. Oh, and happy, very early happy birthday to you for Matt for the 24th May. You're going to be 21 in May, not on the 21st of May. Thanks, Simpansi. Thank you again, Mark. Thank you, Benny. Brilliant. Right. Okay. We'll crack on. This is not the first flight of the day, so we don't need to do a lot of the work that's involved in the originating check. What we will do is turn on the yaw dampers, and while we're down here we're going to engage the stab trim and the mac trim, and good, that's us pretty much sorted for the originating check. So let's go down and set up the MCDU, or the CDU I should say. This is not after all an Airbus. So we'll copy our GPS position to the set position field, and we're going to import our flight plan from SimBrief today, because you've seen me enter enough flight plans by hand, I feel. Actually, you've probably only seen the one, but that's still enough. Oh, who's this now? Marcus, thank you again. Thank you very much. Right, so we're going from DCA to SDF. We're going to plonk that in the route field. And it's got our flight number. Now this is an American Airlines flight, but it's got a JIA flight number because it's operated by PSA Airlines, I think that's what it's called. And our call sign today is Blue Streak 5530. And boom, that is our flight plan pretty much populated. William, hello to you. Welcome to the stream, nice to see you here. Riley, I don't fly in real life. But I intend to after COVID is over. Tristan, thank you ever so much. That's very, very kind of you. Yeah, I know. It is gorgeous, this airport, and I'm reluctant to leave. Rodrigo, hello. Don't you worry. Steve, thank you very, very much. Again, your notification is somewhat delayed for no apparent reason. I'm really touched. This is so kind of you all. It's absolutely not necessary, but it is very much appreciated. Thank you. Right, let's go over to our departure and arrival page. So we are going to be taking off from runway 1. We are going to be following the Rebel 5, the Rebel 5 Sid. Tom, you little beauty. You are just something else. You are a very, very generous man, and as ever, I don't know what to say. Right, there's your. I've got to release CRJ, Steve. You'll be pleased to hear. I've got to release CRJ. Yeah, they came through for me. Oh dear. Oh gosh. Right. Okie dokie. So we've got our departure sorted out. We'll set up our arrival en route. We'll double check our flight plan quickly. Looks pretty good. I'm going to compare it with the chart on my iPad. I'll show you the charts once we are in the air. Ooh, does it look right? Does it look right? REVDGE, Revg should be our first point. Oh yes, but that's down there. So we're following Rebel 5 to Rebel. Oh, and another one. Sanen, thank you ever so much. You do enough for me already with the liveries and everything, but thanks, I appreciate it. I know. It's taking a while. Ah, hello, Juan. In Miami, nice to have you with us. Thank you. Yes, yeah. It's a lovely airport, and really, the CRJ. There are so many great American routes that I think I'm going to be spending quite a lot of time on this side of the pond with it. We're just going to get rid of this discontinuity for now. We certainly don't want duplicate waypoints, and as I said, we'll worry about our arrival en route. So for now, we'll go over to the performance page, and we'll go to perf init. And what we're going to do is, before we fill that in, we're going to go to the performance page on the EFB. We're going to change to 0 fuel weight, and we're going to put our 0 fuel weight and our fuel in. So I'm just going to get the SimBrief flight plan up. Only got 50 passengers today, slightly lighter flight than usual, which I have found helps you to get off the ground at rotate. The flight's about an hour and 20 minutes in the air, something like that. So 0 fuel weight is 24450. And the fuel today is going to be 3955. Oh, whoopsie daisy. what did I say? 450. Daniel, thank you very much for the $5. I appreciate it. Yes, I am a Brit, Matt. Yes, I am indeed. Hello, Gil. Thank you very much. Nice to have you here. 3995. And we're going to set the payload. Now I find that in the weight and balance envelope, clicking it twice is beneficial. Puts it in the middle. Don't know what that's about. Something I've recently discovered. Mark, you little beauty. Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks for all the fantastic streams.
Oh, you're welcome. I love doing it. I love doing it. But thank you very much. Right. So we're going to set the payload in the simulator, which we've done. We're going to copy the perf init data to the FMS. And while we're here, just to speed things up, we're going to set the takeoff speeds. So now if we go back to the CDU and to our perf init page, we've got a lot of that filled in. Don't worry about the passengers. The main thing is that the 0 fuel weight is correct. It thinks we've got 70 light passengers, but actually we've got 50 heavier ones. Going to be cruising at flight level 400 today. We're not going to worry about an alternate cruising altitude. So we'll just flick through to the next page and input our cruise winds, or our average wind component, which is going to be minus 28. And our ETD we won't worry too much about. We go when we go. Did I ever play FS Economy or something similar? No, no, I haven't. I sort of like doing what I like. So yeah, I same reason I haven't ever joined a virtual airline. Sorry, what else have I missed? I'm just going to scroll up quickly. Well, not too much, not too much. You recommend a Caribbean island hop with the CRJ from Miami to the Bahamas, Jamaica? That sounds really good, actually, Juan. Are there real-world CRJ routes from Miami to the Caribbean islands? Have I developed my... I'd like to think so, Nathaniel. Yeah, my last few flights have been good. You need to invest in this mod. Got to get the Airbus throttle quadrant. Oh, okay. I'm still on a joystick with a slider. Don't have a throttle quadrant. It's true, William. It's true. You really want to join Club Filbert Bronze? Well, you'd be most welcome, Rodrigo. It is good, Jared. Yeah, I love it. The more I fly it, the more I like it. Marcus, thank you. Thank you again. You're enjoying that tune, aren't you? I know your game. Right, VNAV setup. Dazza, thank you very much. I certainly will have a drink on you. Thank you. Transition altitude is going to be 18,000 feet.
Happy birthday, mate. Have a drink on me.
I will. Thank you. Thank you, Dazza. Right, well, so this is. I can't concentrate with all this money being thrown at me. I'm going to check my notes. I think we're pretty much set up now. MFD menu, we're going to turn the window on so that we can see our times and distances and so on and so forth. We're going to leave the radios to auto-tune because this particular departure doesn't have any VORs or ground-based nav aids in it. It's all intersections, virtual waypoints, and so on and so forth. Ben, you're not allowed. I've told you this. Thank you, though. That's really, really generous of you. Thank you. Much obliged. Right, so let's have a quick look at the legs page, make sure our departure looks right. So we do indeed want to be at 1500 or above at reg, and we want to be at a maximum of 220 knots, so that's correct. And we have no further constraints until rebel, where we have to be above 5,000 feet. That's a bit confusing, isn't it, having Bebel and Revel in the same SID. Good, that's that done. And we'll just go over to the EFB, have a quick glance through our originating checklist, make sure we haven't forgotten anything, and then we'll move on to our before start flow. This will string off. Yes. Your dampers engaged. Yes. Source select panel is normal. I've seen that. Good. So before start then, we do need to set our landing elevation. which is very close to sea level, but I'll do it anyway quickly. Right alt and click to pop the panel out, head up here, and we're going to set it to 10 if we can, or 20 if we can't. We'll go with 20. That was quick and easy. I'm getting there, Jared. Robert, hello, welcome to the stream. You're going to join, but ugh, that sucks. Bad luck. There's been a lot of MSFS problems lately. Reverend Dicky, hello, thank you. Thank you for the virtual cake. Nice to have you here. I just use the throttle on my T16000M. I don't have a separate quadrant, unfortunately. Hello, Tony Me. Welcome to the stream. It's true, Tristan. It's true. Ben, it's because... Right, so here's the thing. First of all, I'm sorry. Second of all, I set it up for Streamlabs donations. I didn't set it up for super chats because I just didn't. I'm sorry. Feel free to bung like. No, don't give me any more money. Forget it. Tokyo Style. It has been a while. Can I try and do the text-to-speech women's voice and read it out? Go on then, as it's you, I'll give it a go. What am I doing with my life? Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Filbert Flies. Happy birthday to you from me and Amy. There we are. It's the one and only time I'm doing that. Thank you, Povalima. Thank you. Nice to have you in the stream. Yes, I am indeed 37. Oh, I'm glad it went all right, other than the bouncy landing, Dazza. Conrad, hello. Thank you. I will do my best to. Right, back to the plane. 82 vias. They want to see plane stuff. People keep giving me money. Marcus. All right, I'm gonna have to up the minimum for this tune. Dear. What was I even doing? I've just done the landing elevation, haven't I? Right, yeah, okay. And Toadie, a very, very warm welcome to Club Filbert Bronze. Thank you for joining up. Thank you. Let me know in my Discord server what your YouTube username and your Discord username are, and I'll make sure you get the right roles to join the Club Filbert lounges. IRSs are set and aligned, otherwise we wouldn't have the thingy up on the PFD, but I'll double check that anyway. Radios and navies have been set. Takeoff briefing is complete. We've got the APU on, we've got our devices off. The beacon will turn on now. Should have the nav lights on as well by now, a bit naughty, never mind. We'll turn our hydraulics to on and auto. Turn our fuel boost pumps on. What have I forgotten? Nothing at all. Oh yes, I have. The important thing, of course, being to close the door. Probably the most important part of the checklist. And we'll remove the wheel chocks while we're here, because I always forget that. Thank you, Antodi, for the happy birthday. Does CRJ cockpit say retard? No, it doesn't, Aria. No, it doesn't. That's unique to Airbuses, I think. Hello, the Sim Pilot. I'm doing very well, thank you. I am in a choir. I can't remember. Why did this come up? Hello, Demetrius. Yeah, it is. It's an absolute bargain, bronze membership, Tokyo Style. Absolute bargain. You found if you pull back to idle at 30 feet does the trick. Yeah, good. Excellent. Let's get rid of the jetway. Although, for some reason, yesterday this didn't work with Pushback Express. Oh, there's someone right behind me. Yeah, the jetway doesn't want to go anywhere for some reason. Oh well. It's not actually touching us anyway, so we can push back anyway. Just going to have a quick look over here. See what we've missed, if anything. Oh, we should put the recirculating fan on. It's good to have the recirculating fan on. It's not essential, but it's nice. Makes for a more pleasant cockpit environment, I believe. Everything else, we've got green lights or no lights, which is what we want. Don't need any anti-ice. We won't need that. I think we're pretty much good to go. As soon as this aircraft gets out of our way. In the meantime, I'll catch up with the chat a little bit. Have I done I haven't done singing today, have I? I don't think. Ben.
I'm sorry you have now embarrassed yourself for no reason, but I don't like odd numbers. Happy birthday again, cold sweat smile.
Ben, thank you. That's too much generosity. Oh dear. But very nice of you. Really very nice of you indeed. Probe heats are off. They are. You're right. I can't remember. Don't we push them on after engines start along with the anti-ice, don't we? I thought we did. I could be wrong. Or during the taxi even. Maybe not. Which checklist are they in? Anti-ice. Maybe even before takeoff. No. I'm going to put them on after we push back. Why is no one saying anything on Unicom? A lot of aircraft moving around, but I'm not hearing anything. Are my audio settings correct? Seem to be. Don't know. Don't know. The message I wrote, yeah, but that wasn't singing. That was just reading in a text-to-speech voice. Hello, Eunice. Welcome to the stream. I wasn't singing. If you heard me sing, you'd know about it. Trust me. I think they go on later on. I've got them in my notes somewhere, and I've been sort of checking my notes in between reading out what everyone's saying. We'll come to them. I won't forget, I promise. Yeah, it's after start. After start the probes go on. You bought this plane, can't be bothered to read all the checklists and procedures. No, it's fair enough, Anthony. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Celebrate with a fatal crash.
Radio check. Can you hear?
Oh, hang on. I haven't got my push to talk. I had to reinstall vPilot. I don't know why. It had some corrupted file. Washington National traffic. Blue Street 5530. Last station calling. Receiving you 5x5.
Hello, dear Filbert. I would like to congratulate you to your birthday, and I would like to thank you to all.
Oh, Marcus,
everybody,
Marcus,
so,
you're gonna get banned.
Streams, how you get the community together. A lot of fun we have together
Oh,
with
Marcus.
you. Thanks a lot, Filbert. You are really pleasant. You are amazing here and valuable for all simmers here. Marcus.
Marcus, I'm going to say thank you on you. Thank you very much, sir. Marcus, that was so nice of you. But also, you're going to get banned if you keep talking on Unicom, and I don't want that. Is he still there? Who on earth would do that? Who on earth would do that? Unless it's Marcus. In which case he's allowed. It is Marcus. It is Marcus. Oh dear. American 4711 Blue Street 5530. We are ready for push and start whenever you are ready to clear the way.
Let's go.
Oh dear. It is like a phone in. Oh dear. Is it worth the money? Yes, I think it is. I think it's a great sim. Time to switch to iPhone. Oh dear. He's pushing back further. Okay, right, let's do this. Beacon's on. We're ready to go.
Base is free for pushback, Filbert. Good flight.
Ah, dear. Washington National traffic, Blue Street 5530, pushing back, stand 44.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead, flight deck.
We are ready for pushback and engine start.
Roger. Release the parking brakes, please.
Traffic United 947 heavy, descending number 3,800.
Parking brakes released.
Pushing back.
One right, one right.
Oh, that's interesting. So the jetway does move out the way before pushback, which is nice. You could be right, Tristan. I didn't know you. Are you coming back, Robert? I thought you had given up. I'll try and taxi slow for you. Hello, Kami. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. You join us at a good point. There's been a lot of faff, but we are now on the move. Right, should we try and get these engines started while we're on the move for once?
And you can start your engines at your discretion.
Make a start on it anyway. This is going to be a hard pushback to judge. I'm going to start my turn nice and early. What is that pushback mod? This is FS2 Cruise Pushback Express. Hello Akshay, welcome to the stream. Tug driver sounds like Pluto from Popeye, he does. Does FS2 crew work with the CRJ? No, they haven't released their version yet. I mean, do you mean Flight Crew A320? It might have some impact, I don't know. But I know they're working on a proper CRJ version. They had one for the FSX and P3D version. But it's not ready yet. I'm very well, thank you, Lego Owen. How are you? Welcome to the stream. I really want someone else to drive my pushback tugs. I really do. Still, that'll do. That'll do. Now, no doubt our...
Pushback complete.
Yeah,
set parking brakes,
we're
please.
over 20% of N...
Parking brake set.
Whatever one it is
okay,
N2.
the tow
Yeah,
bar
over
is
25% of
disconnected and the
N2.
equipment is clear.
So
We
we'll
will
start
see you
our
on the
right engine.
right-hand side with the pin.
Thanks, and you can disconnect and go to hand signals.
Thanks. Have a good flight. See you later.
It would. It would. Yes, it does, Matt. Yep, it's about $50 US, something like that. Okay, Ben, no worries. Enjoy your tea, and see you shortly, I hope. Is there any one of my freeware focus videos that I'd never used X-Plane? This is true. Yes, I used FSX, I used P3D. In fact, I used every Microsoft Flight Simulator from FS95 through to FSX and then P3D. Engine 2 is pretty much stable, so we'll start engine 1. How does Wile E. Coyote sound as the pushback driver? Tread to think. The overhead pushback from P3D looks user-friendly. It's not one that you have experience in. Are you talking about GSX? That is going to come eventually, yes. How do I have AI traffic that have US liveries in VATSIM? Most of these are statics, the rest are through iValve model matching. I will call you Owen, I will. First stream, love the CRJ. Oh, thank you, Tristan. How did you find me? I thought, because you're in Club Filbert now, right? I thought you'd seen another one of my streams. But I'm not sure. I may be wrong. I probably am wrong. Right, so that's our second engine starting. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Simpanzy. I hope you feel better soon. When you say the overhead pushback, though, I'm not entirely sure what you mean, because GSX has its own manual. Jason! Jason, £20 donation. That's really, really kind of you.
Happy birthday.
Sorry, I shouldn't...
You are the best streamer by far. Cheers, Jason.
Oh, that's really nice of you. Thank you very, very much, Jason. Oh, you're all being very, very generous, and I really appreciate it. Right, let's turn off the APU. We will turn on the taxi lights. And we'll turn on the probe heat. We don't need any anti-ice today. We'll set our takeoff flaps, which are 8. And we'll do the after start checklist to make sure we haven't missed anything. Generators are in auto. Electrics check, bleed valves are set to auto, packs are on, APU is off, anti-ice is off, nose wheel steering. We will arm that now. Trims. We have not done our trim. What do we need it to be? 6.5. Just set that now. It's on 6, so we just need to nudge it up a little bit. People seem to be a little bit unsure how to do this. The default keybinds are number pad 7 for nose down trim and number pad 1 for nose up trim. And I think that's us good to go. Let me just check my taxi map so I can make a sensible announcement. Kilo 1 and Juliet. Washington National traffic, Blue Streak 5530, taxiing via Kilo 1 and Juliet to hold short of runway 01. Hello Christopher, welcome, welcome. Haven't seen you for a while, how are things?
Happy birthday, Philbert.
Who was that? Thank you very much, sir. I don't know who that was. Let's have a quick look at Valan to see who else is lurking. Can't see anyone. Mystery voice. Identify yourself. I would hazard a guess that it's Tolstoy. Sounded a bit like Tolstoy. Yeah. If I hit a donation mark, will there be a prize or so? I'm afraid not, Tokyo style. No, I've done. No, I have nothing lined up for that. Although, when I hit a million, when I hit 1 million subs, then I'm going to reveal my face. So that's something to look forward to, or £1 million. Do I sound younger or older, Riley? Sick as hell? Oh no! With what? Not the COVID, is it? Oh, that was you, Robert. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I did, Steve. Yeah, I did. No, it's not 8 no matter what. If you're at high altitude or you're very heavy or it's very warm, you might need more. You can take off with flaps, whatever the next notch is. 20, I think. Yeah. So it's 8 or 20, but it's usually 8. Foot reveal at 250k. Maybe, maybe. That's where I know him from as well, Grinzin. Yeah, that's where we met. Sound a lot. You'd say that I was around your age, 35. Yeah, similar. Teach Simulations thinks I sound 14. That's a little bit worrying. Maybe I just haven't grown up properly. Oh, Christopher, that sucks. I'm really sorry to hear it. How does the CRJ fly? Is this the start of a joke? Yeah, at least a couple of years. Right, let's have a quick glance back over at the taxi checklist. I think we've done all that. We haven't armed the thrust reversers. Let's throw caution to the wind and do that now. Worst case scenario, we get a little bit of reverse thrust when we don't want it. So trying to keep the N1 below 30 and the speed below 15 knots. Marcus will no doubt want to be travelling slightly faster. I don't know why the taxi speed's so slow on this, but that's what the manuals say. When is the pigeon mod coming? I don't know. How well does it fly? It flies pretty well. It takes a lot of getting used to, and it does have a few bugs, but most of the issues I've had with it, I'm fairly confident in saying are pilot error. Very Radio 4 voice could do Desert Island discs. It's an interesting combination. Some people say I sound 14, and some people say I could do Desert Island Discs. Maybe. Yeah, I do laugh quite a lot, it's true. Philbert 001. Was that the oxygen being tested? Maybe a silly question, but how can you see your speed under 40 knots? Well, you can't see your indicated airspeed under 40 knots, but you can see your ground speed here. So we're doing 9 knots at the moment. Lovely day today in Washington, isn't it? And the live weather matches the meta as well. I won't be doing that, Simpanzy. Not my style, I'm afraid. Yeah, me too, Daniel. Me too. It does take some getting used to. Washington National traffic, Blue Street 5530, crossing runway 04. It's in fact a lovely day. I've just double checked the meta, and it is clear skies. Clear skies. I've ever flown and landed in crosswind? Yes, I have. If I was learning to fly, what aircraft would I like to learn in? Oh, and if the sky was the limit, I'd like to have learned to fly in a Cirrus SR-22. But in the realm of reality, probably some kind of little Piper would be my ideal. But realistically, we all know I'm going to learn in a Cessna 152. Have I ever thought of doing... Oh gosh, I can't keep up with the chat already. I'll catch up once we're in the air, sorry. Oh, I'm pleased it's accurate, Daniel. Okay, so we're about to enter the runway, so we'll turn the strobe. Oh, the strobe's still on. Just going to pause here a moment to get my self set up. So we're going to turn on the crossflow auto override. We're going to turn on our landing lights. We're going to assume we've been cleared for takeoff. That all looks good to me. Just going to reduce the range a little bit so we can get a clearer view of what we're doing. Washington National traffic, Blue Street 5530, line up and take off runway 1. There is advisory LNAV smooth flying, so it doesn't do anything for you, but it does tell you how fast to descend, and you just have to follow it with your VS. Oh, did you, Tristan? Nice. Flight will take about an hour and 10 minutes. F2H5. Advisory VNAV and full LNAV, yeah. Is that not what I said? Is that I maybe said I maybe misread the question. Okay, so we're on the runway. We're almost ready to go. We're going to engage takeoff mode. We're going to sync the heading. We've got our V speeds here, so we're going to try and maintain V2 plus 10, which is 153 initially. And after takeoff, we're going to go into heading mode and then intercept this nav course here. Going to start the chrono, and let's do it. Engine stable, and up to toga. Forward pressure on the yoke until 80 knots. and start relaxing it. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Speed and heading mode. And we're going to engage the autopilot. Passing 1,000 feet will reduce the thrust levers to the climb detent. Going to make a left turn to follow our route. Increase our speed to 250. Flaps 1. Flaps up. Nav. No, don't turn right. Back to heading. I don't know why it wants to turn right. Let's give it a direct to bevel. Nah, let's give it a direct to RGIII. Oh, it's cut that corner already. That's good. So let's try nav again. And we're in business. Awesome. Bit of wing view for the departure. Oh, the A380 is going to be awesome, Riley. The A380 is going to be awesome. I've got every confidence in them. Yeah, I know what you mean, Demetrius. It is an amazing feeling. As you're right. They're on, don't you worry. They're on. Well, they certainly had time to get on. If they're not on, it's not my problem. Right, let's start doing climb things. So we're going to head up here. We're going to turn off the cross-flow auto override. Going to come back down here, turn off the thrust reversers, increase our altitude. I thought I'd set our altitude, but obviously not. Going to go all the way up to flight level 400. And because we're above 10,000 feet now, we can turn off our landing lights. And we can increase our speed to 290 knots, which is our target climb speed. Yeah. Oh, who's this now? Marcus again. Marcus again. Thank you very, very much, sir. Right, now then, I think this is going to behave itself for long enough for me to properly catch up on the chat. I'm just going to try and get you an interesting view out the window while I do. That'll do, I think. Right, what have I missed? Quite a lot, quite a lot. Caffel. Thank you so much. That's
Happy
really,
birthday,
really nice.
Philbert. Thanks for everything. I'm so happy that your channel is growing so fast. Learn some
I read
more
ahead.
emojis and we'll be fine. LUL.
Thanks, Caffel. That's really sweet of you. You do enough with all your moderation without having to donate, but it's very kind of you. Oh, I said advisory LNAV. Oh God, right. Coupled VNAV option is a scam and a fraud, Steve, and I won't hear any talk of it on the stream. How good will the Xbox graphics be? I'm not sure, Michael. I don't know much about... I know nothing about consoles, to be honest. I suspect you won't be able to have everything on the highest settings, but it will probably still look quite good. There are no comments, but from you, the Wham Bam Tesla Cam channel comments are stuck on this live stream. Sorry, I have no idea what Wham Bam Tesla Cam is. Do I usually go Toga? Well, yeah, because there's no way of calculating a flex takeoff temperature, so there isn't really an option unless you're just going to make it up. Is there wind? There is some wind. You can see it up at the top. So currently, wind is 2... you can see it better than me because it's in a tiny window. Is that 294 at 13 knots, something like that? Options on the A3. Oh yeah, I mentioned that. Ruman Eunice, I don't know if I said hello to you. Oh, sorry, that's your sister's account, isn't it? I have said hello to you already, haven't I? The real CRJ does not. The 900 and the 1000 have coupled VNAV. These ones don't. How can you download planes? Can someone help me, please? I don't know much about X-Plane, I'm afraid, Yuri, but I'm sure someone will be able to. Yeah, so the aircraft's sinking right after takeoff. It seems to happen when you engage the autopilot, I think. I have a B- in Social Blade. Is that bad? I take it from the face it is. Got your first COVID jab on Saturday. Nice, good luck with that. Demetrius, you're off until the approach. No worries, thank you for popping by. So rat and a snake. Do I know why it's needed to reset the heading bug? Yes, because if anything goes wrong, thank you for the reminder by the way, if anything goes wrong with the LNAV, then it will revert to heading mode, so you want to be synced with the direction you're facing, basically. I am excited for the A350, yes. What type of approach do I do? HGN, then glide slope capture. What do you mean what do you mean by HDN? Tom Bezic, well I never. Joining Club Filbert Bronze on my birthday. You are a little gem. It's really nice to see you here. Tom is one of my real life friends who pop in from time to time, but very rarely. Thank you for coming. And don't forget to join the Discord. There's a link in the description, Tom, and I'll make sure you get added to the Club Filbert Bronze Lounge premium channels if you'd like to. Wait, you on the bird. Thank you, Tom. Okay, see you in a minute, Tokyo Style. Yeah, I'll get there with the emojis and the young people speak. I will. No worries, man, but there's absolutely no obligation. I have heard of Infinite Flight. I've played Infinite Flight, but not for a while. There's so much chat. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to catch up. Don't think I'm ever going to be. Yeah, I'm gonna scroll through. I'm gonna come back up to the present time, and if I've missed anything important, do feel free to ask or say it again. What about FPS? How many? I have mine locked to 30, Benjamin. Stream delay is 10 seconds, not bad. That's low latency for you. I've said hello to you very, very often now, Rumen. Right. I think I caught the main bits. What am I? I'm having birthday cake to eat, Jared. That's what I'm having. Well, I have to say, touch wood, everything's going very well so far. Hello, Crisscross. Nice to see you back. Are you at work today, Tom? This evening, I should say. Oh, do I approach using heading and then capture the glide slope? So what I normally do is I follow the LNAV path, and then shortly before glide slope capture, before localizer capture, I switch the needles over to green. So I would twiddle the nav source knob, and then that tends to intercept the localizer and sometimes, but not always, the glide slope. Thank you, SBLBX. Thank you very much. I have one. I've done one very recently, actually. I did Sydney to Hobart last Wednesday. Prior to that, I did Sydney to Ayers Rock, and then we did a little VFR flight in a Cessna around Ayers Rock as well. Just ordered pizza after waking up from shift. Nice. That's a nice way to celebrate my birthday. I approve. How was last night? $5 says you can play Pokemon Red on that tablet. I'll take that bet. I'm going to click through all of the tabs and we shall see. No, afraid not. Let's just check the climb checklist, make sure I haven't forgotten anything. Leads and APU are fine. Field crosswire I set to auto, didn't I? I think I did. Yes, I did. Thrust reversers I switched off. And CAS has been checked. We have no messages. So we have passed through the changeover from speed to Mach, and it's done it at slightly the wrong times, left it a little bit late. So what we're going to do is just switch down to Mach 0.74, which is what we want to be cruising at. Thank you, Crisscross. This is my best birthday. Yeah, I'll go along with that. I'll go along with that. There used to be, in the before times, birthdays where I did something other than pretending to fly planes on my computer. But no, it's been a good day. It's been a good day, and you've all been very generous. And there's honestly, within the confines of lockdown, absolutely nothing I'd rather be doing than spending my birthday evening with you lot. So thank you all for joining me. I'd agree. If you've got the option of getting the sim on a PC or on the Xbox, I would totally go for getting it on a PC. Marcus, thank you very much indeed. I think you did warn me you were going to do this, didn't you? Amazon Intact, thank you for the happy birthday. I'm not training to be a pilot, no. It's just for fun. It's just for fun. Is my microphone a bit loud? It seems to be... I don't know. It's going into the red more than usual, even though I haven't changed any settings. Do let me know if I need turning down a little bit. Oh, Fizzy, that sounds horrible. Bad luck. Did you have to have stitches? Quiet as a mouse, enjoying the relaxing plane ambience while stuffing your face. Good, good, good. Thank you. I did not just see Pikachu. Now, I'm not falling for that. I fell for the pigeon once. That's it. COVID birthday, days of partying are delayed. Well, this is my second COVID birthday, and I was speaking to my friend who had her birthday yesterday before the stream, and she said, well, there's actually not many of us that have had 2 lockdown birthdays. And she's right. I think you're right, Stephen. I think you're right. Volume seems fine. Good, good, good. Turns out one of your flight attendants was a normie. That snake is actually an ECANS? I don't understand. What's an ECANS? I feel this is something I'm just too old to understand. Hello, Daryl. Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here, as always. VREF Simmer, likewise. Hello, Salvador. When you set a new altitude, how do you activate it? You don't activate it as such. So there are 2 ways to climb to an altitude. One is using speed mode, which is what we're doing. So we've got our speed set to Mach 0.74. If you've got this engaged and you have a higher altitude set, then the aircraft will adjust your pitch and climb you up to that altitude following that speed. The other way is just to use VS. So it's not like the Airbus where you dial an altitude in and push the button in or pull it out to use either selected or managed mode. I do, yeah. It does have a heads-up display, yeah. And what you need to do if you want to use that... Personally, I've never liked them. I just can't get on with them. So this is what the heads-up guidance system, which is what it's officially called, looks like. And it's a bit like being in a fighter jet, which is nice. If you want to use it, then you have to set it up using this control panel here. So you can change the length of the runway, which is currently 7,500, and you change the elevation to your touchdown zone elevation. Then you can change your glide slope, which is normally 3 degrees, and then it will look at all of that data and give you basically a bird to follow on here. So that's how that works. But as I say, I don't much like them. You can get... What did I miss, Comey? You're going to do a long flight and a live stream. Okay, nice. You can get started with flying lessons this year when you turn 15. Ah, that's when I had my first ever trial flying lesson, Riley, when I was 15. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, the virus is making things a little bit harder. I'm certainly waiting until I've had both my jabs and then I'm going to give it a go. Thank you, Ed. Thank you very much. Is the stream sponsored by NTSB? No, it's not. I don't think the NTSB would want to be associated with my streams, to be honest. What software am I using to have the... Oh, that's called Bene Overlay, Jack. It's a streaming overlay, so I don't actually see it in my sim. No worries, Salvador. I can't remember what you're thanking me for, but you're welcome, whatever it was. Oh, thanks, Marek. Welcome to the stream. Lovely to have you here. Does anyone know why the switches don't work in the cockpit after an hour of flight? I haven't experienced that myself, Stanislav. Is that specifically in this plane, or are you having that on all of them? The HUD on the 350 is quite nice. I've never flown a 350. I'm hoping I will be able to fairly soon. Hello, Tina. I'm very well, thanks. How are you? Zanis, welcome. Nice to see you here. Daryl, congrats on your first jab. Yeah, exactly. No pain, no gain. Which one did you have? Yes, Jared, I did. Beautiful bird. I'm just going to have a quick look at VATSPY to see if we've got any ATC coming up. No, we don't. That's a shame. Sort of a shame. Sort of makes it more relaxing, doesn't it? Really? This is something I've never heard of, Travelographer. Yeah, I think most of us don't know when we're getting our jabs yet, but it will happen. It will happen. No, I've never tried that 737 MAX. I don't know. Did you have it badly, Riley? AstraZeneca. Okay. Yeah. I guess most people now will be getting the AstraZeneca. But it does seem to make people feel grottier after it than the Pfizer. Anecdotally, I don't know how true that is, globally speaking, but I've heard of a lot more people having side effects from it. Still, well worth it, as you said. Craig, hello to you in Atlanta. Welcome to the stream. Am I flying Delta? No, I'm flying American Eagle. Gooby Dingback, hello, welcome to the stream. How do you rotate drone cam? So I've assigned the drone cam controls to the various axes on my joystick. So I have the yaw axis assigned to the twist, and that's how that works. Don't worry, Tokyo Star, you haven't missed too much. You need to fly back to the UK for a vaccine. Yeah. I've forgotten where you are now, Tristan. Remind me. Gosh, you got that appointment well in advance, Sim Pilot. Not long to wait, anyhow. Wasn't a bad dose. Good, I'm pleased. Do I remember flight to Akaruna and you were thinking I had extended approach with your TCAS restraint? I do. Yes, I remember that very clearly. I thought you weren't going to be down in time, but you were. Oh, Tokyo style, that's awesome. But if there's any doubt, don't do it. You know, if money's tight, there are better things to spend it on. But I'm glad you're thinking of it. Which part of the world are you in, Sim Pilot? One day, William, one day. No, I'm pretty sure I can't, Jared. Oh, you're in Istanbul. Okay. No, I don't know much about the sign of that. And did it fix your problem, Stanislav? You have to work now. No worries. You're very welcome, and thank you. Thank you for the happy birthday. Appreciate it. You're in Indiana. Okay. Well, either of those will be good, I'm sure. We don't have a plane that can do that, unfortunately, Comey. The A320 can't do it. We need an A318. Now this is interesting. We're levelling off, yet our speed appears to be decreasing. What's that about? It does struggle to climb when you get this high, so maybe it'll sort itself out. Let's increase our range to have a better idea of what's coming up. Right, I'll take that on board. I've never been to Istanbul. I'd love to go. The only place in Turkey I've visited is Marmaris, and you know, it's a resort town. I went when I was very young with my ex, and it was nice, but it wasn't really Turkey. Oh, that must have been a stressful time for your family, Riley. I'm glad they pulled through. I love MK Studios Dublin. It's great. I'm glad you got it. Amazing down where? Is that Marmaris? Could be talking about Marmaris. Could be talking about Indiana. I don't know. Maybe in May. Oh, okay. Have I got a headwind? Yes, I have. I have a 37 knot wind, more or less bang on the nose. Okay, our speed is increasing now. So I'm just going to adjust the throttles a little bit. The other day when I was flying, I got way too slow, and you really don't want to get way too slow in this aircraft, because you end up with a huge nose-up attitude. You struggle to maintain your altitude and your speed, and it's all very unpleasant. So I'm going to err on the side of too fast rather than too slow. No, I've never been to Oludenis. No, I haven't. I've heard of it. I don't know why. I'd love to. There's so many places that I'm just desperate to go to as soon as I'm able and double vaccinated. Yeah, Marmaris was absolutely stunning. I loved it. You're going to join me at Louisville? Okay, cool. Do I think the flight sim will be good on Xbox? I don't think it'll be quite as good as it is on PC, personally. But I think it'll still be worth having. Ah, Ben, you're back. Welcome back. How was your dinner? What did you have? Yeah, people have been through a lot of trauma this year, Riley. They've been through a lot of trauma. And, I can't wait till we're all out of the other side of it. No, I didn't, Jared. No. Sorry, I've missed more. You won't be able to get mods around. I don't know, Riley. Is that definitely true? There must be a way of getting mods on Xbox, isn't there? Even if it's just through the marketplace. Spilled loads of peppercorns in your tea. Oh. Yeah, that does sound like time for a McDonald's, to be fair. You're going to fly from Nashville, okay. Cool. We are, Tristan, we are doing a Phil That Flies channel meetup in Ibiza. Now, originally this was going to happen when I reached 10,000 subscribers. But that might not be quite as far away as I thought it was when I said that. But at some point, we're all going to Ibiza. We're going to rent a massive villa. And it's going to be awesome. Don't forget to sink your heading, people. Don't forget. Do I find this a noisy, windy plane in the cockpit? Yeah, I do. It is noisy. I don't know how true to life that is. See, the speed's getting a little bit low and I hadn't even noticed, so we're going to add more throttle. Wait 2 years for that. Could always go back if it happens before 2 years. Yeah, it would be there are quite a few too many people under 18 who would be missed, it's true. I hope not everyone will want to come. It's not on me. It's not on me. But the first round of drinks is. How's that? How's that for a compromise? So that's a streaming overlay called Bene Overlay Nix. I can't see it myself in the sim. Somebody clip it. You'll have a job. You'll have a job to find me ever having said that. Oh, can you imagine having an actual Phil That Flies 747? Cement could be heavily involved in the painting. We might have to get multiple villas, it's true. How many people do you think would actually come to Ibiza to meet up with me? I've got a feeling everyone would be saying, yeah, this Ibiza meetup sounds awesome, I'm going to book my flight soon. And then I'd get there, I'd turn up at the airport, there'd be no one there, I'd drive to the villa, there'd be no one there, it'd just be me on my own in a massive house. I think it will suck. That's a good idea. That's a good idea, Kami. Yeah, it would be like the Iron Maiden. Hello, Richard P. Welcome to the stream. Daily life, thank you. That's very nice of you to say it. Yeah, well, it's going to be better on Xbox than not having it at all. I'd say that much. I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun with it when it comes out. That's true. Yeah, Steve would be there. Steve would be there. Complaining about the lack of communal litter bins that get emptied once a day. You'll come if I pay, or you can fly the plane. These are big demands. Big demands. If I do a Phil That Flies meetup in Turkey, you could drive there. Yeah, we could go to Turkey. Maybe for 20,000, we'll go to Turkey. Sync the heading. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just press the middle button. Could recreate a stream in the villa. Yeah. Yeah, I like that idea. I'm aware of Flight Deck to Sim. Yes, I know of him. Bailey, hello. Welcome to the stream. Don't you worry about being late. Not a problem at all. William, you can come, but you have to bring your parents or someone a responsible grown-up, and you have to drink Ribena. It's going to be awesome. You'll love it. 20,000 subs, come to Miami. Wow, that does sound tempting. Oh, no worries, Riley. Good luck with your graphics, and yeah, thank you very much indeed for being here, and thanks for the birthday wishes. Who wants to see the route? Captain Reese, hello, welcome. How are you getting on with the CRJ? Some good villas on. Yeah, that does sound good. Wait, did you? I didn't see you saying wing view. I just sensed it. Or did you say that after I already shown it? I don't know. Nice place, Miami. I've never been. Never been. It's today, Bella. This is my special birthday live stream. It's kind of like all my other live streams, except I'm having a beer, and I'm a little bit overexcited, I suppose. I do know who Captain Canada is, yes. I'm not going to Bognor Daza. Come on. We're going to Ibiza, or we're going nowhere. It's going actually quite well. Just need to learn a bit more with ILS approaches. Yeah, you and me both, Reese. Sometimes they work well, sometimes not so well, and I don't honestly know why. Yeah, but you're still only having Ribena, William. Yes, I do, Comey. Be good if there was a little bit more light in the cabin, wouldn't it? It's a nice cabin, it's well modelled. It's just a little bit on the gloomy side. Right, we can't stay in the wing view because things will start going wrong. So there's no ATC online, so I think we should start setting up for the approach. I was also going to show you the routing, wasn't I? And I never did. Let me get that up now. Where are we? Navigraph, here we are. Okay, so this is where we are. We're about halfway there. This is where we started in Washington. This was our SID. And we're basically flying west-southwest. Currently near Clay. You all know Clay, right? We've just flown over Clay. And we're heading to Charleston and then making a slight left turn. And this is our arrival routing, which I will show you now. So the Maud 6, it takes us to the east of the airport, basically on a downwind leg for the southerly runways, which is where we're going to be landing. We're going to be landing on, is it 17 right, I think? I think it's 17 right. So we're going to go up to Kurt, and then we're going to make a left and another left. And then we're going to land, which will be lovely. Here's the ILS chart for the wrong runway. That's what I flew into last time. Just change that to 17 right. ILS. And I think if we go via Spires... Oh no, we don't want to go all the way up to Spires, do we? Not really. Let's go to final instead. Approaches, ILS 17 right, final. That looks a bit more sensible. We'll probably go into heading mode and manually vector ourselves around here, I imagine. Anyway, we'll pin this chart so that it's ready to go. And we'll tune the ILS in so that we don't end up with any nasty auto-tuning errors. It should do it itself, but better safe than sorry, in my view. Let's just have a look at the speed. Yeah, we're doing alright, getting a tiny bit slow. You can put cabin lights on, but only really shows up at night. Yeah, I've seen that. Sorry, William. It's my birthday. Right, oh god, I've missed so much. No, I can't catch up with all of that and set up for the arrival. Ask me again if I've missed anything important. Oh, you live near Louisville, do you? Whereabouts, Scarlet Games? It's true, William, you don't. You don't. I'll watch my tongue. I'll watch my tongue. I'm sorry. I don't think I'll be going anywhere this summer from the UK one, but when it opens up, I'm most keen to go back to Japan. Of all the places in the world, that's where I want to go. But realistically, I'll probably do a little Europe trip. I've got some people I want to visit in Belgium and France to start with. To be fair, William, restricting you to non-alcoholic drinks is not so much being mean as being caring. I think I'd call it caring. Sim Pilot, oh right, no worries, enjoy your flight and thank you very much, thank you. Okay, right, let's go back to our CDU and we'll go to the departure and arrival page, and we are already set up. I'm just going to double check. ILS 17 right, we'll keep the vectors leg and we want the Maud 6, so let's execute that. And then we'll go over to the legs page and check for any discontinuities. So Spade, Yoki, yes, we can get rid of that discontinuity for a start. Shift that up like so. Oh, my top of descent's disappeared. I wish I hadn't messed around with that. Jenny, thank you. Lovely to see you. $15. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you. I'll spend it wisely. Okay, and we'll get rid of the vectors legs and we'll see what that looks like. Execute. Okay, our top of descent's back, that's good. Just check our speed, that's still looking fine. Let's go to MFD Advance, we'll switch to plan mode and we'll step through that so that we can check that it looks sensible. Bit of weirdness going on, but that's nothing to worry about. Maud, Tucker, Brell, D-Lamp, Kurt, Bulgars, Churkler. So I think what we'll probably do is we'll get rid of, we don't really need Bulgars, it's just an unnecessary extension with a really sharp intercept angle, so I'm going to remove that, go back to the legs page, and we're just going to move Churchill up and overwrite Bulgars, and we'll have a look at how that works. Obviously if we had ATC online this would all be a piece of cake because they'd just give us vectors to final. Something weird's happening there, is that, oh my goodness me. What's going on? Okay, I don't really know what's going on there. Have we got duplicates? Spade, Yoki, Uncle Darby. Oh, that must be our missed approach. I think we'll be alright. I'm not 100% sure. But that's part of the excitement, isn't it? Careful approaching Louisville. The UPS pilots think they're in the play. Yeah, I will. I'll do my best. That money could go to the... It could go to the villa. You are right. You are right. Welcome back, Simpanzi. Yes, I have once, Simpanzi. I've crashed once. I did quite a long flight. I think it was from Heathrow to Cairo. And then I decided we'd go and have a look at the pyramids and the Sphinx, etc. in a Cessna 172. And my original plan was to then fly back to Cairo airport and land there. But I spotted a runway in the middle of Cairo, which I don't think is actually there in the real world. Anyway, long story short, it was very, very short, and I ended up going into a hangar. We're doing the ILS approach to 17 right, Jenny. I might end up going in circles, no. Hello, by the way, I don't think I've said hello to you. But I'm not there yet. I think it's all going to be fine. I already have, Steve, yeah. I'm having one tin, well, it's a bottle. It's a fairly large bottle of Gem Amber Ale. Only 4.8%, so it's good flying beer. Daily life, no worries. Thank you for stopping by, and hope school goes okay. Yeah, I was having a look at flight radar earlier on, and it seems to be virtually nothing but UPS. Recently tried getting back into XP11. Really? You're finding FS Microsoft Flight Simulator more stable than X-Plane 11? That's amazing. Well, I'm pleased. I'm pleased that the simulator of the future is working better than the simulator of the past. Anyway, that's very encouraging. Right, I think what we'll do now is set our landing elevation. Which is going to be 485 feet. Alt-right click, I know you can't see this, but trust me when I say I've just popped that panel out. And I'm going to wind it up to 480, which is close enough. And if we go in to have a look at the panel, you can see that our landing elevation is now correct. We're going to come back to the EFB. I'm going to check and set our landing speed. So a VREF of 140 knots sounds pretty much exactly the same as always, give or take 2 knots. So we'll bung that in. And we're going to set our minimums, which are 685 feet barrow. So to do that, we're going to switch from decision height to MDA, push the button in, and do the scrolly up to whatever I just said, which I can't remember. 685. And we'll call it 690. So that's that set. What else do we need to do? Oh, I never did tune the ILS frequency despite talking about it. 110.3. So we'll come down to the RTU. 110.3. Bosh that into the active field. And I'm pretty happy with all that. Let's just go back to the actually the MFD menu and switch the window to VNav. That'll give us some information about our descent. Good, I can look at the chat again now. Spectral Boy, hello. It's working pretty well for me. The only real autopilot issue I've had, well, I've had 2, I'd say, and the first one seems to be sorted out in the release build. After making a turn in nav mode, it sometimes sort of overcorrects and undercorrects and banks left and right a little bit. The other is that I'm probably maybe 20-30% of the time the aircraft's failing to intercept the glide slope. No, I avoided flying into a pyramid. We had a beautiful tour around them, but yeah, landed in the middle of Cairo on a non-existent runway. Still to this day don't know what it is. It isn't, Ben, but it has been more than a day, so I would have no qualms about saying such things. Press Control Shift 1, what does that do? Why does one need to set the landing elevation? You assume the cabin pressure gets equalised anyhow on descending. No, it doesn't. So unlike the A320, which automatically deals with all that, and a lot of other airliners do as well, this doesn't. So it needs to set a cabin descent rate based on the landing elevation of the airport. Just make sure you stick above that VREF. Yeah, yes, I will try. Hello, Royal Boy. Nice to have you here. Are you catching up, Robert? I haven't had a look at Black Spy for a while. Oh, you are. What happened to Marcus? Can't see the man. Maybe he was going somewhere else. I don't know. Yeah, they should, Bailey, it's true. Twitch does have the edge on the sort of fun add-ons. Yutake! Oh, thank you ever so much. That's incredibly nice of you. That's incredibly nice of you. Thank you. And I'm very glad you found the tutorial useful. 1,000 yen. Wow. Thank you. Your MSFS is using 8 gigabytes of your RAM. Oh, right. Oh, okay, Robert. Yeah. Oh, well, it was nice of him to do a bit of taxiing around and embarrass me on Unicom. You couldn't find my crash video? It's there. It's a long stream from Heathrow to Cairo. What's the 1,000 about, Bailey? Oh, the donation. Yeah, very nice. VS mode can be tricky. It's a question of, well, so what I've found, sometimes you press the VS button and nothing happens. Once I pressed the VS button and the aircraft just started diving. But if you just keep pressing it a few times or press it for longer, in the end it does tend to take. How much is that? I don't know, actually. I don't know. 1,000 Japanese yen in GBP. It's £6.63. Oh, right. Well, nice. It was very nice. It's even nicer of you to come and spend a bit of time on the ground with us, bearing in mind you weren't going to fly. You won't admit you learned how to fly from my video until you actually made a successful flight. But you've had a lot of hardware problems, Jenny, haven't you? It's not you. It's not you. It's your throttles and all that sort of thing. Yes, that's what I've learned. Certainly, I can't guarantee it'll work every time, but yeah, push it firmer. I really want to do some more Japanese flights. Actually, I'd quite like to do a bit of VFR around Japan in the Piper. But I know most people who watch my streams aren't that interested in VFR. No, maybe you can all just deal with it. You've had issues where you just can't hold at an altitude, and at cruise it would float up by about 1,000 feet. I've had that as well. I think it tends to be, and I'm not certain on this, I think it tends to be due to fluctuations in speed. That tends to mess it up a little bit. Do you know what? I never let the passengers out of their seats. It's going to be puddles. Puddles in the aisle. Yeah, get working on a new excuse, Jenny. I tend to find having a mental list of them quite helpful. Magic Beans, I remember you. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you. Welcome back. Great visual approach into Fukuoka. I'm going to add that to my list. Now I've got the Piper, I really want to fly it. Obviously I'm doing my bimbles around Britain in the 152, which I love. But yeah, I want to really do some proper VFR with proper planning and all the rest of it. Now I've got a proper little plane. I haven't talked about Club Filbert. Some people have joined Club Filbert, but I haven't told you anything about it, which is very remiss of me. And I will rectify it right now. So Club Filbert is my YouTube membership program, and essentially what it means is you pay a small monthly subscription, and in return for that you get a series of perks. So I have 2 tiers at the moment, Club Filbert Silver, Club Filbert Bronze. And what you get with both tiers is custom emojis, which you will have seen some of in the chat today. You get a custom badge, which is like a little avatar thing. You get a version of my character. And you also get access to 2 private members only channels on my Discord server. In addition to that, if you cough up the extra dosh for Club Filbert Silver, you get a monthly private members only live stream, and the next one is happening on Sunday, this coming Sunday, so almost a week away. So it's a very good time. It's a very good time to join any tier of Club Filbert, but particularly a good time to join Silver. And if you're interested in finding out more, you can press the join button below. I'm landing 17 right. The Mooney is it? I haven't got the Mooney. The next Bimble is on Saturday, this coming Saturday. Is the A380 coming out? Well, Fly-by-Wire are working on it, so as long as it goes to plan, then yes, eventually it will. They decrease the range a little. Filbert Champagne is great. Oh, I've just scrolled something by mistake. I'll certainly fly it, yeah, I certainly will. What do you mean a free fire flight, Raw Boy? Good morning, Razalom, how are you? What do we think of this plane aesthetically? I've heard some people say they think it's quite ugly. I'm not sure. I think it's got a certain charm to it. I also haven't asked you to subscribe. If you haven't already clicked the subscribe button and you like what you're watching, then do please do that. And if you turn on notifications, you'll be the first to hear when I'm going live or when I upload new content. And you can click the thumbs up button as well if you'd like. I don't know what to say, Simpanzy. It's definitely there. Pretty sure, unless it's been deleted or something. Alright, no worries, Bailey. See you shortly. Bye, Frosty. You're in Turkey. Welcome to the stream. How are things? I mean, if you just type in Cairo, it comes up. I'll give you a link to it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, me too, Gooby Dingbat. I took a little spin in the Piper yesterday. Looks nice on land. Hello, Ian. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I think it's a nice looking plane. I don't think I've actually ever seen one in real life, you know. I'm going to ignore that, Scott, because it's my birthday. Oh, Neil, welcome to Club Filbert Bronze. Thank you very much for joining up. I don't know if you're on Discord, but if you are, drop me a little message with your name and I'll make sure you get the right roles to access the private channels. The Piper has had an update and I flew it yesterday and it's so much better. Like, I looked at the the version history thing and we're at the top of descent. Glad I popped back in. So lower our altitude down to 10,000-ish. Yeah, I was flying the Piper yesterday and it just felt a lot better. The rudders in particular were a lot more normal. It felt more stable. I was really impressed, and none of these things were actually mentioned in the changelog, so I don't know, maybe I'd just forgotten how nice it was before. But it flew very nicely anyway, that is my point. Yeah, this is the American Eagle livery. Oh, James, I'm pleased to hear that. I'm pleased. Thank you very much. Surrender, hello to you. It's been it hasn't been that long actually. I think you were on the giveaway stream, weren't you? Nice to see you back anyway. Well, it's near the end, Marco. I'm flying to Louisville in Kentucky. Were you referring to in this flight, or the one I posted a link to, which is the only one I've actually crashed in? In this flight, I'm going to say there's not going to be a crash, and if you're referring to the other flight, it's right towards the end. I'm not flying on multiplayer. I'm flying on VATSIM, Davis. It has got smudges on the windows, this is true. Akita, me too. Me too. Thank you, Aaron. Well, it's nice to have you here. Do click the subscribe button if you haven't already. There's be plenty more like this to come. In fact, tomorrow at 1300 Zulu, we're doing a longer flight in the A320 from Queenstown in New Zealand to Sydney. So that should be a good one. I hope. I've never been any good at flying helicopters. 100 likes, awesome. Thank you all for clicking the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Daily life, welcome. You probably were too anxious about how this flight was going to end up, so hopefully you'll get some closure when we're down. Queenstown is stunning, yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, I've not been there in real life, but certainly in the sim. Ooh, getting a little bit fast here. Oh, thank you, Aaron. Yeah, it's about time I started on... I'm not making promises. There might, I hate to break this to you, but there might be a month with no freeware focus. Just because I've had so much CRJ stuff to do, I haven't made a start on it. But in general, it's a good series. I know people like it, and I will get back onto it when I have the time. Are you talking about in this plain electric Pommel or the A32NX? I know it's coming to the A32NX, but I haven't heard about this one. I know Aerosoft have their own nav data product, so I mean I'd be pleasantly surprised. Don't forget to check. Oh, that's a good point, Gil. I've sort of been avoiding updating it, but yeah, now I know that you can download it. Actually, it's working now, didn't they? Yeah, they've updated the installer, so as far as I'm aware. Oh, Mildred wants her tea. I'll make your tea afterwards, Mildred. I'm flying now. I'm very busy. Sorry, cat in the cockpit. What was I saying? Yeah, apparently the A32NX installer is working again, which is good news. Found the vid. How did you think you were going to make it? I didn't. Yeah, I'll be checking my Discord server later. I have no more giveaways planned at the moment, Coney. But I will at some point, I'm sure. Ooh, you know what we should do? Now we're descending through the cloud, or what we should have done a little while ago, is turn on the cowl anti-ice. I hadn't really noticed that we were no longer in beautiful blue clear skies. Poor Mildred. I know, she's got a hard life. I did give her some dry food before starting the stream, and she's still got some of that left. But it's the wet food she's after. Ooh, that's very exciting, Tristan. I didn't know that. Oh, you're right, Gil. Yeah, I would totally have forgotten that. I would totally have forgotten. Thank you. Let's just have a quick check of our checklist for the descent. I think I've done it all. Fuel's checked, landing elevation's been set. TCAS is on, radar it doesn't work, CAS it's been checked, we don't have anything. Landing data, yep, we've set that. Approach brief is complete. So as we pass through 20,000 feet, I'll turn the seatbelt sign back on. Give them plenty of time to get the cabin ready for landing. Thank you, Surrender. What future confirmed airliner excites me the most? Ooh, of the confirmed ones, honestly, it's the PMDG 737. I would also love a 777, and I'm sure that will come. But like, I've had long haulers in previous sims, and I love flying them. But it's actually quite rare that I have the time or inclination to do a proper long haul flight. So the 737, I'll get a lot more use out of. I know, Ian, I know so far nothing catastrophic has happened, but you kind of feel it's only moments away, don't you? Well, the last update from PMDG sort of hinted that their initial, or their most recent estimate of the end of this year, beginning of next year, might come forward a little bit, which is, if it does, is very exciting. I don't know where Pangaea is, no. I'm not in, no. The 737 MAX, just looking at the pictures, I know it's not for me. I like, I like realistic aircraft, and that is not one. Yeah, an MD-11 would be cool, Thank you, Daily Life. Not long. Happy birthday in advance to you too. I don't know, Tristan. I know there is a freeware A350 in the works. I guess it'll depend a little bit on how well that grows. But if they could beat Aerosoft to an A330, that would be quite exciting. Sometimes go G5, not yawing, but rolling. Yeah, it rolls left and right. Hasn't done it today. Don't know why. Could be something to do with the winds. I'm not sure. But yeah, it happens from time to time. Oh, Pangaea was this. Yeah, that's right. Yes, yeah, that's right. But there's not a modern day town called Pangaea. I don't really know what he means. Yeah, 767 freighter would be cool. I've never flown a 767. I flew a 75, like a basic freeware one, many years ago, and I'd love one of those. Yeah, the A220, yeah, there's two of those being made, aren't there? There's a freeware and a payware. Going a little slow. I missed the changeover again, so we're just going to switch speed mode. And there we are, that's automatically reverted to 290. It would actually be better if it didn't change over at all, I think, than changing over at the wrong place, but never mind. Yeah, I know what you mean, Tristan. They're a bit untested, I've forgotten what they're called. But whoever's working on the A350, we don't know, do we? We don't know. Whereas fly-by-wire, we know their stuff. Yeah, I can't understand why it happens sometimes and not other times. I initially thought it was a wind thing, but it doesn't seem to be linked to the wind at all. How long till landing? We should be able to see up here. About 10 minutes. About 10 minutes to landing. I think that's optimistic, personally, seeing as we're still at 21,000 feet. But, you know, maybe. Anyway, we'll turn the seatbelt sign on. Tiny bit high, so we'll increase our descent rate. Oh, yes. I never had the Majestic Dash 8, but I'd love to see a Dash 8 in this sim. I flew one in FS 2004, I think, or maybe even an older one. Can't remember who made it, but it was really good. It was a lot of fun. Hello, Douglas. Yeah, I'm all right, thank you. Yeah, so far, all good. All good. It's been a pretty smooth flight. We haven't had any glitches or anything go wrong. But there's still plenty of time. Is this more graphics homework you've got to do, Riley? Are they, Daryl? I didn't know that was confirmed. That's awesome. So we've really got a flurry of aircraft to look forward to, haven't we? We've got the 737 and, of course, all the rest of the PMDG lineup eventually. We've got the 787 from Quality Wings. We've got the Majestic Dash 8. We've got an A320, A330 from Aerosoft. So we're passing through transition level now, so we'll set our altimeters to local pressure, which should be 3007. Why have I been on hectopascals all the time? That's weird. It's not weird, it's just sloppy. 3007. Over reliance on the B key, you don't notice these things. You dare, Jenny, you dare. I will be, I'll be going through you. Okay, good. I'm glad you're able to join me during your break. Agreed, Jalil. Yeah, agreed. I still can't go back to having flown in this sim, though. This just feels like you're flying in the real world, like nothing else ever has. So for all its faults, I'd rather fly the fly-by-wire here than the FS Labs in P3D. So we have our Loc within range now, which is good. Sync my heading. Start bringing the speed back to make our 250 knot restriction. Yeah, it's a bit of a bargain, Louisville. Well, have a look, see what you think. It's sort of, I'd describe it as mid-tier FSDT. So it's probably not quite as good as Zurich, but better than Vancouver. No, I'm using Bene Overlay for that overlay. Yeah, we had that conversation, Jalil, I think. You have to draw a bed frame. Fascinating. Sounds brilliant. Let's go to our direct intersection page to keep an eye on our descent. All looking pretty good. In fact, we can slow our rate down a little bit. We're getting a little bit below our vertical profile. Or our V-path, isn't it, I think, called. What site is Louisville on? I think it's on Sim Market. Or it's on FSDT's own website. You can get it either way. So we can continue our descent once we're down to 250 knots, which we should be quite soon, hopefully, to 2,500 feet, which is where we should be intercepting the glide slope. So we're capturing that altitude now, but we are below 250 knots, so we'll keep the descent going. Get the thrust reversers armed, and we'll do our before landing checklist. No, we won't. We'll do our descent checklist, that's what I meant. Before landing, okay. Looking good. Looking good so far. Tiny bit high, we'll sync our heading again. Forgive me, I'm probably going to miss quite a lot of chat because I do need to concentrate a little bit. You sure about that, Comey? Jenny, is that true? Is it Louisville? I thought it was Louisville. Yeah, that would be cool, Tristan. Welcome back, Flighter. Ben, what was it that you dropped your peppercorns in? What had you spent ages cooking and ruined? Right, let's just have a look at the VATSIM. See if there's anyone else inbound. Oh, there is. There's a SkyWest 725. He's further out than us, though. It is Louisville, I thought so. Louisville traffic, Blue Streak 5530, downwind for runway 17 right. Chicken curry. Very different to a McDonald's. So passing 210 knots, I'm going to extend flaps 1. And reduce the range a little bit. Never mind what I'm doing here, it's definitely not something I should have done 5,000 feet ago. Oh dear. Reduce our VS a little bit now, which is nice. Help us to lose some speed. Extend flaps 8. Now this is quite a tricky intercept that I'm asking it to do here. It may not quite work, but we'll see. Give it a go. There's 180, flaps 20. It is struggling a little bit with this, isn't it? So let's go to heading mode and we'll vector ourselves around. You know what I mean. And now we're in heading mode, we can switch the nav source to the loc. how am I doing with not having an auto throttle? Badly. I'm doing all right today, but it's hit and miss. Okay, we're now going to choose an intercept heading, which I think it should be able to manage. We're below the glide slope, which is where we want to be. I'm going to wind our speed down to VREF, which is 140. Get the gear down. Going to arm approach mode. Maybe wait till we're a little closer. Okay, we should be intercepting now. Overdid it slightly with the throttle there. So it says it's intercepted the glide slope. Hasn't though, has it? It's making us descend rather quickly. So we're going to turn off the autopilot and fly it in by hand. Yeah, talking of how I deal with the lack of auto throttle, you can see that right now I'm worryingly slow again. That may have had something to do with why it didn't intercept the glide slope. I'm not sure. But it may have. Anyway, it's a lovely morning for a bit of hand flying. Mildred, not now. She's taken this opportunity to try and get on my lap. And once you do get too slow, it's really quite tricky to get back to where you should be. Louisville traffic, Blue Streak 5530, 5 mile final, 17 right.
1000.
I'm really disappointed it didn't intercept the glide slope because I haven't had that for a long while. My last 5 flights, I think, have been absolutely fine. But there you are. These things happen. Just shouldn't happen on your birthday, you know? Needless to say, I am not looking at the chat. I'll catch up with it once we're down on the ground. Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Louisville traffic,
10.
Southwest 725 on a 10 mile final, 17 right. Louisville traffic.
Oh, I never started flight recorder, so we can't have a replay. Silly. Sorry about that. I don't know if you can hear Mildred meowing. Yeah, it wasn't bad, was it? Wasn't bad at all. Louisville traffic, Blue Streak 5530, clear of 17 right. And I even know where we're going to park, which is nice. Thank you. Marcus, thank you. I'm glad you're still here. Thanks very much. Right, so I've retracted my flaps. Spoilers should have retracted automatically. I'm going to turn off the landing lights, turn on the taxi lights. I'm going to turn off the strobes and I'm going to start the APU. Wait for it to do its bite. Done. And now we'll turn on the starter. And we'll have a quick look at the after landing checklist, make sure we haven't forgotten anything. Oh, probes, we'll turn them off, good idea. Right, there we are. And we can turn off the cowl anti-ice while we're up here. And I even know where we're going to park. We're going to park exactly where the real aircraft did. I don't have a gate number, but I know where it was on the map. It's basically the north terminal, which is just marked terminal. Do I find the CRJ hard to land? I find controlling the speed on final hard. The actual touching down, not so much. No, it's pretty good. Thanks, Ben. Still got your Bristol to Alicante flight written. It's not forgotten. It's not forgotten, Bailey. I've got it on my list, and it will happen when we have an Alicante scenery. Don't you worry. The day is coming. Do you live in Bristol? Is that your part of the UK? Ah, thanks, Chimpanzee. Hello, Michael. I think that's a UPS on the inbound. No, he called it. No, he said it was SkyWest, didn't he? This one of you lot, by chance? Hello, John. Welcome to the stream. Louisville traffic, Blue Street 5530, crossing runway 11. Yeah, I've done quite a few flights to Dublin to and from. Hello, Trailman. Welcome. Sorry, Trailmani. Welcome to the stream. Is that Robert? I think that must be Robert. Looked like a good landing, whoever it was. Muy bien, gracias, John. ¿Y tú? You do go there a lot to Bristol and Alicante, but you don't live there. Ah, okay. Do I? Yeah, I do. I do. I like Dublin a lot. Yeah. So we're going to make a right turn, park up at the last gate on the straight bit, basically. You'll see what I mean.
Louisville traffic, Skyway 725, it gives runway 17 right.
Yeah, that is Robert, I'm sure.
That is me indeed.
So yes, we're going to take this next gate here. No, not the next one. The one with the jetway. That's where I want to go. Pretty sure that's where the real thing parked up. Get that taxi light off. Okay, we'll set the parking brake. Turn off, disarm our thrust reversers. APU is on. We can have a quick check of the electrical page if we want to make sure that it's on the bus. APU gen is not showing a charge. I still think it's on. Let's just check what's going on up here. APU is available. Ground power is available. We've got APU gen set to auto. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. Let's kill the engines and see what happens. And this is where having a proper throttle quadrant would be beneficial, because I've got no detent for where reverse starts, and you can't kill the engines if you have any hint of reverse at all. Up to the overhead panel, we'll turn the seatbelt sign off. Turn the fuel pumps off. Can turn the hydraulic pumps off. Not on, off. And we'll turn the beacon light off. Okay, so now we can get the door open, get the jetway connected. Set the chocks.
Door.
And then I'll catch up with all your chat. Oh, we didn't put the handrails down. Quickly. There we are. Now the jetway won't break our stairs. Welcome to Louisville. What have I missed? Oh, not too much. Not too much. 171 followers? That's awesome. Oh yeah, I didn't know it was that many. 170 people watching. Nice. Well, thank you all for coming. You're going to head out now. Riley, goodbye, and thank you for coming, and thanks for the happy birthday. Did he not have a good day with the CRJ? It's yeah, it can cause you problems. It does beep a little bit too much, but then it doesn't have persistent beeps like a lot of aircraft, so that's something. You know, the alarms sort of sound and then they shut up again, which is good. That's the sort of view I wanted, something like this. And we'll have a quick look inside the terminal here at Louisville, I think, because I haven't actually been inside, and it's a nice airport. A little bit samey, but still better than having no interior detail at all. It'd be nice to be able to look out the windows. This is a bit weird, actually. It's a bit weird that you can see in, but then when you go in, there's shop fronts in the way. Anyway, never mind. We'll come back out to the aircraft, and yeah, thank you, Jenny. Thanks very much. Yes, when I have more space, I'll definitely get a throttle quadrant. Thank you, Best Form Spielt. Thank you very much indeed. Hello, Mike. What's the longest flight I've done? It would have been Heathrow to. Where's the non-stop flight go to in Australia? This is shameful. I can't. Perth. Heathrow to Perth, and then on to Melbourne. You thought this was a default airport? It's better than default, but it's not sort of up to the level of the best of what FSDT do. Good. I'm going. This is the link's in the description, Kevin. It's an FSDT scenery for Louisville. It is, I'm afraid, Brintsell Shake. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's all over. There goes Robert. We'll let him park up. We'll watch him park before we disappear. Thank you, Kevin. Thanks very much. Yeah. Hobart's really setting the standard these days. Are you still up, Harrison, or have you just got up? Can't work out what time it must be there. Oh no, you must have got up. Must be like 22:08 in the morning, is it? Something like that? No problem at all, Neil. Thank you for joining us. You just got up, nice. Well, good morning to you. I hope the weather's better today. Lovely bit of parking there from Robert, I think. Oh, spot on, spot on. You can't fault that, can you? Okie dokie, well, I'm going to call it a day. My next stream's going to be at 1300 Zulu tomorrow from Queenstown to Sydney in a Jetstar livery, so that should be nice. Hope some of you can make it. If you can't make that, hope to see you on another one soon. Thank you very much for joining me, and enjoy the rest of your days / evenings. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.